Right, hey guys, sorry about that. I had to get out of this so I could get the torch up because I was upstairs and in the dark. I'm gonna keep this on because I'm cold, actually, I've decided. So I want to talk to you about another fucking incident that happened. A nice New Year's, sort of my official first day out after Christmas. Because as you know, I always... Sorry about that. I always stay in for the whole of the 12 days of Christmas. I know nobody believes in the 12 days of Christmas, but believe it or not, there is. And most people around here must believe it because they seem to keep their decorations up for the 12 days. Well, I say they always seem to take them down a couple of days before because it's still tomorrow. So it's still Christmas tomorrow. But for some reason, everyone's taken their decorations down today. I can understand us doing that because, you know, I've got so many decorations to take down. It will take me probably at least a couple of days to take everything down. But no, but everyone else doesn't have an excuse because they usually just put one decoration up, like a tree or a wreath or something in their window. So I don't understand why other people take them down 2 days before, but, you know, you can understand us doing it. Because there's so much. So there's the decorations. I've taken some of them down, so you can't really... Some of them you can't see, but there's still some up. Tell you about the incident. Of course, it's at Asda that it happened. Now, the incident that happened, that I was supposedly banned for happened in April months. But because the correct security guards were there, apparently I'm banned. So I was going to take it up with Asda to sort of, you know, get myself unbanned from the cafe. But I thought, it's funny because I actually went there on Saturday, so New Year's Eve, I actually went. And all was fine. And then just after New Year's, the first time I go there and I'm banned. So great start to the new year, I'm banned from a place. It's just typical. So all this tells me pretty much is that this year is just going to be the same as any other year and I'm still going to get shit from people. Great. See, I always hope that every new year I always hope that it's going to be different, things are going to be different for me and things are going to improve, but they never fucking do. Things always just stay the same. This is why I don't get excited for New Year anymore, because my life just pretty much stays the same year in, year out. And, you know, I had a good attitude and all that shit. I know everyone says, oh, you've got to have a good attitude. You can't think like that. You can't have this attitude. You can't have that attitude. Well, I don't. I always go into it thinking things are going to be different. This year's going to be great. My days are going to be great, but then shit like this happens, so it's like it just never fucking changes for me. So I think I was right all along. I think until I move out of this house and move somewhere else, I think things are just gonna be the fucking same, because people have told me that they think I should move, mainly because of the way my mum treats me. Believe me, I'd love to move because I get it inside, as you know, my mum having to go at me every 5 minutes. And of course, me having to slave away being her carer. And I also get it out fucking there as well. People being assholes towards me. So yeah, I would move if I could. I have tried to get my mum to move as well, but she won't. She loves the house, blah, blah, blah. She said this is the first place she'd ever felt like safe and like it's home and stuff. Well, bloody great, but, you know, we have to put up with fucking assholes. And the other reason why she won't move, not the biggest reason, but a reason, is because she reckons that if we moved, it would be like they've won. Like, bullshit. They win if we stay here, because we have to put up with them being assholes. You have to put up with people treating us like shit. No, we'd be the winners if we moved, because we'd move somewhere else and get treated possibly better. I know that might not happen, but it's like a possibility that if we moved, we'd move into a better area where the people are actually nice and friendly. So, you know, why deny ourselves the opportunity to find out if we can find a nicer area? And so far, everybody that I've spoke to said that they live in a nicer area than this, where people are actually friendly and accepting. Because, you know, this is supposed to be the supposed enlightened and liberal and all accepting of all different kinds of people era. No, not in this area. In this area, it's like the fucking Dark Ages. Well, it is most places. It's just that the people that used to be not accepted back in the old days are now accepted now, but it's different people that are now unaccepted. Which is not necessarily better. You know, like yesterday's witches and gays are now today's furries and me. So whatever I am, apparently I'm the equivalent of the kind of people that were unaccepted back in the olden days, back in the Dark Ages. So yeah. I can't exactly say what I am, because I don't even know what I am that people hate, you know. But nobody will tell me. So far all I've heard is that I'm just weird and that's it. According to that Donna Hans, the reason why the local kids harassed me is because I'm weird. It's like, how am I fucking weird? I'm like everybody else. The only thing different about me is that unlike them, I live in a bigger house. But that's not my fault. That's my parents. You know, if you don't like the fact that I live in a big house, take it up with my parents. They're the ones who fucking bought it. And second of all, why should that matter to you? Like, why should that be a reason to hate me? It's not a good fucking excuse to hate me, and it's not a reason to call me weird either. Where someone lives doesn't fucking matter. It's the person themselves that matters, not where they live or how they dress. I told you, didn't I? I said when she was going on about the dog. I said, so that's the reason you got all them fucking kids to harass me. And she said, oh no, it's just 'cause you're weird. Right, okay then. That's funny, because when I discussed it with her sister via online, because me and her sister corresponded, I explained, like I said everything that was going on with her family and those hooligan kids. And she became like mediator between me and the hooligans. And she actually asked Donna Hans's daughter and her niece, the sister's niece obviously, she asked why they harassed me and my mum. And according to her, it's because we abused the dog, our previous dog, Baldrick. So I explained the situation regarding that, about the fact that the dog died of ill health and old age and he was under a vet and on a special diet and everything. He was more bloody spoilt rotten than I was. Bloody abused. Go fuck off with your you abused the dog crap. He was more bloody spoilt than me. He got treated a hell of a lot nicer. So, yeah, he wasn't bloody abused at all. He was bloody spoilt. Of course, they don't believe you. Because, you know, I explained all this to Donna Hans recently. And she absolutely insists that I abused the dog apparently. And both dogs. Even though when we had the previous dog, Baldrick, it was my mum that was in charge and I was a child. But apparently I abused both dogs. I personally abused both dogs, apparently. What an idiot. I was like a toddler when we got Baldrick. I was like a toddler. Anyway, so what was I saying? So yeah, that's what happened regarding that. So according to those kids, the reason why they supposedly harassed me is because they think that I personally abused the previous dog, like when I was a child, apparently. Even though I actually had nothing to do with Baldrick growing up, you know, because he was a big dog. I was a little kid, and he used to jump up. So my mum actually kept us both separate. So he pretty much lived in this room, and I was the one like who lived in all the other rooms. And yes, so there you go. And as for the incident with Asda, well, you know about the previous incidents that led up to this. The first few incidents was, I don't really know, but I got banned from the pharmacy bit anyway, but not the store, just the pharmacy bit, because the guy who the incident involved works at the pharmacy. You know, Big Baby. So since that incident happened, the security guards, this particular man and woman security guards, both hated me after that. But I wasn't banned from the shop, I was just banned from the pharmacy bit. But I still happily continue to go there. But the most recent thing that happened, which was on October 31st, so Halloween. See, now, nothing ever spooky happens on Halloween. It's always stuff like this that happens. It's always human bloody beings and living human beings that give me grief on Halloween. Which happened twice, as you know. First time it happened where I got attacked on the Saturday. And then on actual Halloween, I get shit from the security guards at Asda. Now, they accuse me of calling him, the male security guard, a prick, apparently. I never called him a prick once. That's unfair. I think it's very unfair that they can have as much proof as they want with their fucking CCTVs. That's okay. And of course they have these body cams as well. So they can have as much proof incidents as they want. But I'm not allowed to show proof because, if I show proof, it shows I'm recording and, I'm not allowed to record. It's like, that's not fair. I, as a civilian, should be allowed to record for my own safety too, as well as these places. But no one, agrees with me on this for some reason. I think it's crazy. I think it's crazy that they're allowed to have CCTV and they're allowed to have proof of incidents happening, but I'm not. But anyway. But they don't have. I actually do have proof. You can actually hear him calling me a slag in the background. Because that guy, the security guard, called me a slag and you can actually hear it in the background. Him shouting it to me as I went. And I actually said, let's just ignore him. And I said to my friend that I was with, I said, let's just ignore him. And I moved on to the cafe. And I actually told that to Brunhilde. That's what we're calling the female security guard. So these are nicknames. So she's called Brunhilde. That was my mum's idea, by the way. Because apparently that's what she sounds like. And the male security guard we're going to call Big Baby 2.0. Because he didn't deal with me himself, even though he's the one who had the incident. He is the one who had the problem with me. He didn't deal with me himself. He went and ran to Mummy Brunhilde to go and, chuck me out. And then he only came along afterwards for the ride to watch me being thrown out. His mortal enemy. He's not been happy so far. I've been banned from the supermarket. That's my fucking New Year's present. Being banned from a supermarket. And you guys know that since the incident happened, I've been there several times. Even while she's been there, I've seen her. Brunhilde, I've seen her. And I'm sure she must have noticed me because, I dress like this so I look distinctive. But she didn't come and get me and throw me out. She just happened to be at the front, at the entrance, and saw me coming and had a go at me. Of course, I put up a bit of resistance. And I kind of argued with her a bit, but of course it didn't make a difference. I basically denied it and said I never called him a thing, but he actually called me a slag. I said I didn't know this at the time. It was my friend who said that he heard him call me a slag. And, yeah, I said that, but she believed me, but she didn't really give a shit. All she focused on was the fact that I called him a prick, apparently. And apparently she thinks that, because she said it this way, so you thought it was okay to say, he's a prick. So basically she thinks that he called me a slag and then I called him a prick. which pretty much I would have the right to do. Seeing as how, you know, I'd just be retaliating, seeing as how he called me a slag first. But she didn't give a shit about that. She only gave a shit about the fact that she thinks that I called him a prick. Because, and apparently she's got no proof, they've got no proof either. So I said, have you got proof? And she said, him saying it is proof. I'm like, okay, so you've got no proof then, so it's his word against mine. And she basically said, oh, you're calling him a liar. And I said, yeah, basically I am. So what? It's like he is. Hello, Dean and Sean. I had a good Christmas. Like I say, so far the new year isn't turning out too good, so I don't really have high hopes for the new year. Seeing as how this has already happened. I think it'll be a good new year if I fucking moved out. Moved to a different area with nicer people. How was your Christmas and New Year? Do you hope it's better than mine? What's your guys' areas like? Are the people nicer in those areas? Oh, I can't wait for the day I get to blow this joint. And I don't even care if everyone around here thinks that they won. Ultimately, I win because I'll be away from these shitheads. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't care. As long as I'm far, far away from these assholes. That is all I care about. I hate my area. I'm trying to move out into a flat too. Alright, what's your area like then? What's wrong with it? Is it asshole nasty people as well? Well, the immediate neighbours are okay. They're not horrible or nasty, but they just don't really bother with us. And some of them, if they see me, they don't let on. But that's their only crime, is just not really bothering with us that much. They know about our situation, like that, you know, I'm a carer for my mum and she's disabled, but they've never like offered me any help or anything like that. Or just like brought us stuff, or, you know, like they do in the movies where people, you know, they know about somebody struggling in the area, or they know about someone being alone in the area and they bring them casseroles. Like, they don't do stuff like that, which would have been nice. But they're not assholes, as in they've not really done anything, so I can't really, like, blame them. It's just not a very community-orientated area. It's just, like, everyone keeps to themselves. And the only time they really bother with you is if they sort of have to, because you sort of both come outside at the same time, so you have to sort of greet each other. It's just, like, basically just awkward greetings and awkward small talk, really. But yeah, everybody pretty much... They're probably all friends with each other, but for us, personally, they don't really bother with us. I hate my area. Cold-hearted, judgmental and rude people. I live in a small town, and I really want to get my own place nearer work. And to keep to myself. How's the book of Jeremiah coming along? My town is near Birmingham, but I wouldn't want to live in the city. I don't blame ya. Now the book, I'm gonna start writing it. I've got some more art here. Hang on. I'll talk to you more about that in a second. Just let me deal with my mum. Hello?
I'm just waiting for dinner now.
Pardon?
I'm just waiting for dinner now.
Do you want your sandwich in the meantime?
It's not 5 minutes, it's half an hour to dinner time.
Okay. not at all. Sorry about that.
Doesn't seem to be a very grown-up reason.
No, I mean, the last time I had it.
Just say that this doesn't seem to be a very grown-up reason for that. Right,
Shouted the odds are
shouted,
and abused them and
pointed at or gone in with the intent to hold up the store.
or stolen stuff.
Or stolen it, yeah, exactly.
And you know what? I told them about that convict guy who actually stole from them and they weren't even asked. He was going in and out drunk with bruises on him and everything and they didn't even give a shit.
They're just being, honestly,
They just have a vendetta against me.
it's so childish.
It is. Everybody agrees.
You just point out how childish this is, and you'd like it sorted out. And she doesn't even care that I need to get stuff for my mum who I'm caring for. You know that.
Yeah.
Just putting all this.
So I can't keep going like miles away to go get the groceries we need. I've got to go local.
Exactly. So it's a 10-minute walk from.
A house.
You don't always have something on the high street. Whatever it is.
Yeah, it's mainly the muffins I go there for. And some other bits.
There are certain products I can't get anywhere else.
But Asda, that Asda.
Your establishment, and I'd like to be able to go there without people being petty and childish.
Yeah.
Keep barring me. Is it barring or banning?
No, I don't know. Either is probably fine. I've been missing you too.
I'm sick of this.
I am. I'm sick of being treated like a
So
bloody
I'm
criminal.
hoping that she's there. When I go say, all right, you don't care that she's coming here for me. Isn't that, what's the word?
Like ableist. Like disablist.
Isn't that disableism? Disableism. Isn't that disableism? Or some such thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm going
Sad.
to complain about you then, lady.
Cute.
You've got a beef with people that they're disabled.
And their carers.
Well, ultimately, she doesn't care that you are trying to get food for me. Well, no, she's got a problem with somebody who's disabled. We'll see about that later.
Yeah.
Just hope she's on.
No. I hope so
You
too.
can't have a spy that just keeps popping in and out to find out when this little shit's on and when she's not. They like to bully people that look bullyable. I'm afraid.
It's disgusting.
It's
It's just like being at school. I may as well have just gone to school with the way I get treated. By either the local kids and even bloody grown-ups.
I know.
Do you know what? I saw 3 of my enemies today. Not only did I see that shit-faced security guard, I also saw Donna Hands, because obviously I had to go to the co-op to get the stuff. I was able to get most of it from there. And then I saw another one. I managed to avoid Donna Hands, gremlin woman, and there was another, that guy I told you about that I gave a compliment to, and he's been nasty, nasty ever since. Okay, send email. I just despair with this area. It's like living in the dark. I may as well just live.
Kirsty, you can't just. This could happen. We should stop picking on this area. You could go somewhere else. It could start somewhere else, and then you'll be saying, "I'm sick of this area." So then you move again. You can't keep moving just because There'll be few people they've got, they bully people who they know they can bully, and I'm afraid you're it.
Ugh, that's disgusting. In this supposed enlightened, liberal, all-accepting area. This shouldn't be allowed. I don't mind, but she's a short, farty thing as well. But unfortunately, she's in a position of power.
Well, some people, Kirsty, when they're given power, they will overstep. You can put that in the letter, that this person is overstepping her authority. And you want something done about it.
Shh.
Is this a letter that you put through the post?
I think so, yeah.
And who is the person that you're writing to?
The manager.
Yes, well, I know that. Who?
Well, they didn't tell me.
Yeah, but you should have asked.
I did ask. She just gave me an address. That's it.
Well, somewhere amongst all my lot, I'm sure I've got
A name.
a name.
I'm sure it was a Paul such a body.
Yeah, that's right. Well, in a bit when I can see. Oh. How's my phone doing? It should be
Mew.
by now for now.
Yeah, it should. Here you go. Anyway, I better go get on with continuing dinner. Sorry, my mum, what happened? Here, I've got some presents to show you as well. So I got this. And I got this. It's very soft, very cute, very small. Is it zoomed in? Oh yeah, it is, so it is. It's got paw pads. Very cute. That's a decorated table. Get rid of that crap. That's a present. I got a set of these pens. Baby? Don't call me baby. I'm not your girlfriend. I will check your email in a bit. Kitty pen. Fluffy sheet plushie. So that's supposed to be an Arctic fox, I think. I've been a bit unwell, so I've not really been feeling like live streaming, so that's why I'm doing it now, because I feel a bit better. That's a fluff. That's literally called a fluff. Currently waking up. So I'll show you some more of the comic. If I can find the beginning. So you saw most of it, so I'll just pick up where we left off. I think it was probably here. Do do do. Do do. Yeah, it started with a cough. It was actually like a dry cough, so it's just my throat. And then it was just like my chest was full of phlegm, so I was coughing mainly to cough up the phlegm from my chest, and green stuff came out. It was pretty horrible. I'm still doing it now, but at least I can breathe now. A couple of days ago, I couldn't really breathe. Very good. Why isn't it unblurring? Is it the camera or something? Is it not clean enough? Nope, it's still blurry. Sorry about that. I can't seem to do anything about it. Sometimes tapping the screen helps. You see all the columns. Stupid dickhead thing. Wavelength. Let's see if I can zoom in. That might help. Helps a little, but not great. He's huge and fat. Isn't he sexy? The last one. Come on, man. Why don't you unblur? This is the cutest one. Look at Fluffers with all the paws that you can't see because it's blurry. Finally, geez, that not. Fluffers jumps out of his arms there. Because it's so cute. Ah, Fluffers. So cute. I drew some other fluffs. Let me find them for you. Did I show you this one? I'm not sure. Little fluffs. My God, it won't unblur. The hell is wrong with this stupid thing? Small Fluffers meets Big Fluff. Bigger Fluff. I know. Small Fluff meets Bigger Fluff. Aren't they cute? I just love them. I think that's all of the newest ones. I'm not sure if you've seen this one, but hey, let's show it to you anyway. So Daisy Fluff is bugging Jeremiah Fluff there. But Jeremiah Fluff isn't too happy about it. There's a little ball, they're so cute. How cute are these? Tiny Fluffs. Risque Fluffs. Both Fluffs are cute. Jeremiah Fluff has a sight grin. Risque. Curled up Fluff. I think that's it. Oh, wait. I did show you this, but oh well, I'm going to show it you again. Because I'm just really proud of it. I've shown you all of this, hasn't I? And that's a Christmassy one there. Show you again. That's just rubbish. And that's the start of that other comic. I did start some other comics at the front, so I'm lying, I didn't show you just everything. So it turns out that Jeremiah and Daisy, when they met when they were like in high school or whatever, and he was like a punk or some shit. Here it goes again with its whole blur shit. Blurring shit. Glad you like them. I'll draw more curled up fluffs soon. Risque shit. Risque shit. Risque shit. Now they're walking in a field or some shit. Risque shit. So cute faces. Risque shit. So he's at a parent's house now holding a bouquet of knives, apparently. Not flowers, a bouquet of knives. And that's the parents, like, shocked. And basically in this column I'm going to have it, like, with them shutting the door in his face. And then this is the other comic that follows on from it, because that's, like, years later when the grown-ups... Unfinished. As you can see, this is me trying to draw Mrs. Patmore and Mr. Carson the butler, and that's William, and that's Daisy from Downton Abbey, and that's just some random maids. His hair literally looked like that in Downton Abbey, I swear to God. And that's all I've gotten up to with that comic so far. And as you know, that's my sheep and fox things. Right, let's see if we can wake up this fluff. Maybe not. No, it doesn't wake up until late at night. No, it absolutely refuses to wake up. It only wakes up at night, apparently. Right, I'm going to try and sort out the dinner then. Guess it's nearly doom o'clock. Trying to be quiet. Trying to be quiet. Ta-da. I'm going to show you guys something in a moment when I finish doing this, so don't go away. Just going to go manage the ways that I'm just chopping stuff up now. You've got to be very, very quiet. What on earth is that? Oh no, you idiot. Don't even come on. started on my Actimel again. Okay. So hopefully I'll get better. So I've been not having any Actimel, so I figured maybe that's why I got curled up, fluffy, puffy fluffs. They are, aren't they? I just love them. They're the best fluffer puffer of. Right, so guys, get to become Patreons because I've got a lot of new awesome content. I've been putting out almost every day over Christmas. I've got a few more to put out, a few more pictures and one more video. But unfortunately, my internet is a bit dodgy at the moment and it's not really working properly. So I might put more Christmas content out, you know, after Christmas when I'm able to. Thanks, Issa. Please support me. I'd like to. I'm trying to save up enough so that not only I can eat, but more food, but also I can maybe move out at some point in the new year. Like my mum said, you know, you can get shit anywhere, probably even like this worse areas as well. So it's not really about that. That's not the reason why I've decided to move out. It's mainly so I can finally have a life of my own, but also, yeah, to get away from the shitty whole people from around here. I'd like at least a chance to have a fresh start, even if it doesn't work out too good, as in, like, I just moved to another area and I'm still treated like shit, I don't know. But I'd like the chance to be, like, accepted, like, weird people, like, apparently I'm supposedly. Everybody's different, I mean, I don't think I've met one normal person so far, but apparently I'm, like, the worst. You know, I'm, like, the weirdest, according to everyone. So, even though I don't see it personally, with today's standards, I think I'm pretty normal, to be honest. Today's standards of normal. Seems how everybody's becoming weird in my book. I think I'm pretty normal. I think I'm pretty tame. And you know, I don't go around being nasty and horrible to people, so as far as I'm concerned, what I am is fine. Oh, I better get my stuff and what have you, that would be great. Who knows, maybe one day you'll see me live streaming in a different place. Now again, I'm not saying I will move out, but I'd like to have the option to. Onions. These things. maybe better area would be better with more people. All my friends fell. More art supplies and food and everything. Living with another person might be an issue if you don't... Right, it's not working, so I'm going to stop the live stream, then it keeps disconnecting. So I guess I'll talk to you guys later. And if you have any advice for moving out and stuff, that would be great. See, don't forget to support me, like, comment and subscribe, and donate to me as well.